Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Mr. and Lady, thank you all so much for tuning into Kinetic Aesthetic. I'm your host, Germ, the hostess with the absolute mostest. And today I wanted to talk to you all about some news stories that have been just pressing on my mind, some shit that I've been wanting to talk about over the past week or so. I couldn't do it alone. I didn't want to do it alone. So I decided it was going to be important that I get some help from one of my close friends. Another one of the GTB members. Let me introduce you all. Not introduce, you already know him. You saw him on the last episode, I heard him. I'm talking, of course, about the last nobleman. Justin, come and tell him, how the fuck are you?
Hi.
I said, how are you? Not just say hi.
I'm doing great. How about you?
Are you feeling normal?
I'm doing great right now. And I'm ready to talk about all these topics today.
There we go. He's subdued right now, but he's just waiting to unleash on all this shit that we got to talk about. I mean, we got Brett Favre out here being a fucking scumbag. I already talked about that a little bit, but I want to talk about it again. We got fucking Tory Lanez being a fucking fuck again. Justin, do you like Tory Lanez?
Dislike Tory Lanez.
We dislike Tory Lanez over here. Abomination, manlet, short fucking midget. All words I use to describe him.
He causes trouble everywhere he goes.
He causes trouble everywhere he goes. For no reason. It's not necessary, Tory. No one cares that much about you. We got the Celtics coach. I know some of y'all who don't follow sports don't necessarily know about too much about the story, but I want to talk about that too. And we got one of those interesting people to me. We got Mike Tyson. I want to talk about a story that you might not know too much about, Justin, but I want to bring that to you. I want to see your thoughts. And we got a whole bunch more. So thank you all so much for tuning in once again. And Justin, you got anything before I say to these people, let's go and get into it? You got anything else you want to just start them off with?
Why don't you keep your minds open? That's all I have to say.
Keep your minds open. You heard it, man. Keep your fucking minds open. Let's get it. Yo, Germ here. Just want to tell y'all that if you are looking for some new clothing, looking for some new fresh urban wear, you should go and check out my homeboy's creation, his new brand, Stonerville. It's the hottest urban and weed-related clothing that you're going to find. He's got a whole bunch of fresh hoodies outside right now. He's got a whole bunch of fresh shirts in the works. It's just one of the hottest new companies that I've seen this year, and it's only going up from here. So if you have any type of interest in getting some new fresh urban wear and you want something that's fresh, affordable, and just cool to look at, go check out Stonerville brand. You can go check it out online over at stonervillebrand.com. It's created by my friend Juice God. It is the hottest clothes you can find out on the market right now, the hottest new fresh black-owned business you can find on the market right now. So go check it out. All right, now to start off, Justin, let's talk about Brett Favre. Brett Favre, one of the most shittiest people that has done some shitty shit in a long time. Some people might think that's a little bit of a hyperbole, but I can't say it any other way. The guy really just... And here's the thing I want to put into perspective. Before we talk about any other context on this, before we really just break it down for you, I just want you to know it comes down to one thing. Brett Favre, he's a country boy, comes from Mississippi. He is from this state. This man came from the humble beginnings in Mississippi all the way to the NFL, becomes a fucking Hall of Fame quarterback, one of the greatest NFL players of all time, one of the most iconic. This is undisputed. You cannot dispute what I am saying to you right now about Brett Favre. He is one of the greats. He held down Green Bay, Titletown. Fuck Green Bay. Fuck Green Bay. I'm sorry I have to say that. That was disrespectful for me to say that as a Bears fan. But he did all this stuff for the city of Green Bay, for that whole city, for that whole community. And he did that representing Mississippi. Like in Mississippi, I don't know too many people from Mississippi. I know I got family down there, but in Mississippi, he is viewed as somebody, I suppose, who's like a world conqueror. Like he came from that humble beginning, and he just came all the way up to. I can't describe. It's really weird to me, this whole story, because it's like He's from this state and he just stole all this money from these people. I'm going to break it down in a second, but he stole money from his own people. It's like Derrick Rose. If you're a basketball fan, you'll understand this reference. It's like Derrick Rose taking a whole bunch of money that was aimed for the South Side of Chicago and just funneling it all for himself or into some other bullshit that was only going to benefit him. That's what's really rough. Say what you were going to say, man.
Brett Favre is the center of corruption right now.
The center.
Funds from welfare funds. Apparently also a company, or not a company, but an organization he owns for like cancer in children. They apparently made a donation to the school with reference that he's currently going to trial for, of like putting money towards a school versus, you know, having people be able to pay for stuff with welfare funds and not be pouring out in the streets. And this man, you know, 51-year-old male, his net worth is $100 million.
Still making money from Wrangler and Copperfit. Still making money.
Doesn't stop. And with all these money coming in, he's still trying to tap into the more important funds for the welfare society for his own benefit, which is pretty mind-boggling.
It's mind-boggling and sick. That's the shit that really just gets me, Justin. I just don't understand how you sort of go through. It's one thing if he's in California. You know, that's a whole different state. He moved there. That's not somewhere where he grew up. He doesn't really have a connection with those people. I can't imagine going back to Illinois and just doing something to fuck over the state of Illinois. I'm not a big fan of the state of Illinois, but I have a connection just because I was born there to those people. That's one of the things that's it's really weird to me. Yeah, Mississippi, for people that don't understand, it's the poorest state and it is also the least educated. I've said this directly to my family members that live in Mississippi. It's not something that I try to like sugarcoat. It's not really, they're not really like well-to-do out there. It's so sick that someone would want to take advantage of these people and one of their own at that. That's why Brett Favre has a very big special fuck you placket that's just lodged in my brain for him, because it's just a really shitty thing to do. You know, you try to like, and you try not to virtue signal. You try not to just make it feel like you're just trying to call someone shitty for doing something that's obviously shitty. But this is just really one of those things, and it's not going. And I don't want it to be understood. There were people who collaborated with him on this that are also very evil, that need to face justice.
Government officials at that.
Government officials who are also probably from the state of Mississippi, who are doing this horrible shit to these people. But Brett Favre it just feels really, really wrong. It just feels wrong. I can't say it any other way. It just feels wrong that he would do this to him. And over a volleyball stadium at that. Like, seriously? That's something you could have built with your own money. You had the capital to put down to just get that shit built. Brett Favre is not broke. Justin, it's like you just said, he's getting money. So this is just something that you chose to do. You chose to say fuck you to these people. And honestly, it's fuck you for that, Brett Favre. Fuck you. Fuck the fuck the city of Green Bay. Fuck I'm not going to say fuck your whole family. That's just a little too disrespectful, even for me. So I won't go that far. But fuck Brett Favre. Fuck Aaron Rodgers. Fuck Donald Driver. Fuck Greg Jennings. Fuck Brian Cushing. Fuck AJ Hawk, even though I fuck with him on Pat McAfee's show. Fuck everybody. Fuck Devontae Adams, even though you're not on the Packers no more. Fuck you. Fuck AJ Zolaire. Fuck your whole team. Fuck them. Fuck the Green Bay Packers. And fuck Brett Favre especially. You have anything else you want to say, Justin?
He's a piece of crap, though. Hopefully he has some really bad luck for the next 5 years.
We ain't wishing death on you, but I hope you step in shit every day for the rest of your life, Brett Favre. I hope you step in dog shit. Steaming dog shit that's unhealthy. You dirty motherfucker. Right now, Justin, let's talk about one of my least favorite people to talk about. Tory Lanez. He did some more shit to get himself in the news. The manlet that will never go away. The manlet that will never just shut up and stop existing. He apparently tried to beat up August Alsina. This happened on September 17th. I don't even remember what fucking day that was. I know it wasn't too long ago. And
yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, it's just another instance of this guy just proving himself to be a weird ass mofo. So the story behind this is apparently Tory Lanez made a joke at August Alsina's expense a while back. I think it was related to the Jada Pinkett Smith shit. He made some comment on it, and I guess it rubbed August Alsina the wrong way. He sees him at some event. I don't remember exactly what event it was. It was just him, he tried, like Tory Lanez tried to dab him up. August Alsina wasn't feeling it, just said, ignored him. Its own video of him literally just walking past him. And then, I guess Tory felt some type of way, followed behind him with his security, I want to add. And according to August Alsina, according to a witness, snuck the man. Tory snuck the man, and then after that, his security just jumped on him and started beating his ass. And what else is there to say after that? That's some weak shit. That's some weak shit to me. Especially over that.
Yeah.
But you know what? This just goes back to why I don't like this motherfucker in the first place. Now, I'm not a big fan of August Alsina either. I'm not going to try to sit here and try to act like I'm a big fan of this nigga all of a sudden. I personally think he's still weird for the whole Jada Pinkett Smith thing and the way he tried to make that public. I don't know what he was doing right there. I just want to throw that out there. But over somebody dapping you up, is you really going to go over there and attack them? And it's like, how frail is your ego?
This dude is just like a ball of anger. Like, everywhere he goes, he just causes trouble. And he's always getting in trouble with the law. And he's in court for, like, Meg the Stallion stuff, which I think he did. Because just saying this happened is like proving him even worse in court. Because he's going around, like, assaulting people. And I honestly think he's like a menace. He's like a little gremlin. He's
like a little gremlin. I think that's a very good and accurate, just take on this. I just really don't understand how, and he's not a horrible musical artist. I'm not gonna try to sit here and act like he's not talented at all. But when you just have that lack of control and you don't know how to just not be a fuckhead in situations, it's like, come on now. What did you need to attack that man for? Because he didn't want to dap you up? You think I give a fuck about a nigga not wanting to shake my hand?
Like, you don't deserve a handshake. Like, if it's mutual, then you can shake hands, but you don't have to interact with somebody. And you just let him be and do his own thing.
Exactly. This is somebody who's already, and this is something that he referenced in his Instagram post when he talked about it. And that's another thing. That's another reason why I don't want to sound like I'm being too on August Alsina's side, because he handled it in some weird way. Man gets his ass beat apparently and decides to take a fucking picture posing in the elevator with a bloody lip and a bloody nose, post it on Instagram like, this is what happened to me. Like, bro, I don't understand August Alsina. He's a very different type of human, but Tory Lanez is a bitch. So I'll just say that. But nah, it's like you said, Justin, the dude is a menace. He's a literal menace.
It's the Alcatraz.
I'm really not understanding how somebody can still be trying to defend his actions at this point. It's like, it's just like that's a bitch-made situation, because there's no need to do that. If a person doesn't want to shake your hand, okay.
Yeah, you can yell him or curse him if you want to, but you don't have to go and attack somebody.
It's
just over the top. It's just like, I don't know, a serial killer in the making.
Exactly. It's somebody who's got an ego that fragile. You don't know how they're going to react in any situation, especially if you don't give them what they want. So I don't know, but Tory Lanez has always been weird. I know people don't really remember this, but he got famous for trying to beef with Drake.
Those days.
Yes, he got famous for trying to beef with Drake. People didn't really even acknowledge him out of his own city until then. So I think he's got little man syndrome. It's crazy how it's crazy to look at it, but he's literally just got extreme little man syndrome. And you need to get that shit handled, because Tory Lanez is going to really just destroy his own. He's going to destroy himself. I wouldn't be too sad for him, but It'd also be
I'm
a
sure
shame.
the trial. His 2 trials will be going on soon.
Exactly.
It's
Like,
gonna be a lot of paperwork.
you got shit going on with a trial. Why the fuck are you out there trying to beef with another dude? Why are you out there trying to sneak somebody knowing you're at a public event? That's what I don't get. It's like niggas don't have self-control to understand, okay, when and where not to do some stupid shit.
Yeah. Not to being an idiot.
It's being an idiot. And my thing about it is, if somebody is that big of an idiot, if they can't handle themselves that much, they don't need to be free. That's going to be fucked up to say, but you don't need to be free. If you can't handle yourself, you can't control yourself, fuck it. That's literally the point of putting motherfuckers behind bars.
Exactly.
I don't wish jail on nobody.
Even remember during the before the Rolling Loud, I think it was in 2021. Like, I think there was like an oral protection. They shouldn't like be close to each other. Actually, like, he can be close to her, but she had a whole Rolling Loud set, and he was like surprisingly there.
I remember that. I remember that because that's originally where the beef started with Dababy and her, with Dababy and Meg, because she didn't know that he was gonna do that, and I don't understand. Like, it's at a certain point, it's just somebody saying, "Fuck that, I'm above this. I can do that. I don't care." And it's like, bro, you really just don't understand. Like, you just can't. You just even if Tory Lanez never shot her, even if Tory Lanez never did any of the horrible shit that he's been accused of doing to her, why would you go out and do that and make that situation even appear that way by doing that?
Exactly. That's not smart. And he just showed you like you would attack someone out of nowhere.
He doesn't understand boundaries. He doesn't understand like somebody telling him no. That's all it is.
Yeah, he was. Hopefully, doesn't get away with it.
And you know what? I completely forgot about this. But since we brought him up, since he's like sort of in the realm of like relevancy in this conversation, can we talk about Dababy? And then
Dababy. That's the most aggressive rapper.
Then mid-ass album sales. Man sold went triple cardboard first week. He went from doing 100K to doing triple cardboard. Niggas is trying to say he blackballed. I don't think he blackballed. You know what I think happened, Justin? You know what I think happened, viewers, listeners? I think niggas just stopped caring. I think niggas just understood that Dababy is one-dimensional. He's not that interesting to listen to. And his music's not that good. And you know what? I find it really frustrating that just because he said some dumb shit and people got mad at him, justifiably so, I'm supposed to believe that he is being unfairly blackballed now. Because it feels like he got a perfect excuse as to why his career fell off a fucking cliff when he really was just never that good to begin with.
Yeah, him like not being that good to begin with, it was not helping. After all those allegations came out and the stuff he said and just...
And another thing, at what point, for what reason did you feel the need to come out and say anything about gay people and AIDS? What point did you feel the need to come out and do that? Because I'm not the motherfucker that's gonna sit there and try to just defend. I just don't understand. Because if you feel that way about gay people, you feel that way. I'm not gonna sit there and try to like explain to a motherfucker. If you're setting your ways, you're setting your ways. But if you are Dababy, what fucking point was there to come out and say that? When you're out there on that stage in a public crowd, this is not like it's your own personal show. This is a whole group of different, diverse people. What fucking point did you have to say that?
And put his own philosophy out there because he probably thought he was above the law.
Like, you stupid,
that's horrible stuff.
Like, you dumb nigga. Like, what the fuck were you thinking? Just shut up.
Untouchable, but then that, like, realized the morality of that fallout right after.
Trying to come out and just record a video in bed like motherfuckers was just gonna accept it. Like, bro, just learn to shut the fuck up. That's why I say this to anybody that's getting in the entertainment of the industry. If you really care about that shit, if you really want to be big, shut the fuck up until you have enough clout and enough sway to say what you want to say. Just shut the fuck up. Dababy didn't understand that.
At that point.
It's just, it's sad. It's his own fault.
If you don't know how many endorsements he has, because like, can't get paid that much off of making that many in sales.
He had endorsements, but after he said the shit he said, he lost them. So that's on him.
That's crazy. He probably breached all the contracts.
And you got motherfuckers like Meek Mill trying to come out and say he blackballed. Like, no, bro, he's not blackballed. People just don't fuck with nobody else. Number one, your music's not good. Your music's not that good. Number two, you didn't have that type of clout to begin with. This is not like a Frank Ocean. This is not like you're not like a Playboy Cardi. You're not like nobody that really has an influential or dedicated fan base. You're not that fucking popular. You were hot. There's a difference. Niggas are thinking there's a difference. There's a difference between being hot and having a dedicated fan base than just being a hot rapper at the moment.
Like Bobby Shmurda.
Exactly. Motherfuckers will learn. They'll learn one day. I feel like I really want to feel bad for dude, but I can't. It's hard. So, yeah, that's Dababy. Nigga went from going number one, selling 100K first week. He's going triple cardboard, 16K. A perfect example of what it means when keeping it real goes fucking wrong, or when you don't know how to shut the fuck up. Regardless of whether you agree or not with something, if you're trying to make some fucking money in the world, shut the fuck up. That's all I'm gonna say. Justin, you got anything else you want to say on that?
Just album sales are pretty embarrassing. Hopefully he can try to make up for his craft and switch up his flow and be better for society.
That's all we can hope for. That's all we can hope for. But I don't really hope for it myself. All right, everybody. There's one story that's been sort of bothering me this week, just because I don't understand why did this have to happen? I, of course, am talking about the Celtics coach, Ide Udoka. That might be how you pronounce his name. I'm not entirely sure. If I'm mispronouncing it, sir, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to mispronounce your shit. But this man... What'd you say, Justin? I'm sorry.
This is a big one.
Yeah,
I was going to say, oh, Lord. This is a lot.
This is a lot, man.
I'm overwhelmed by the story.
I'm overwhelmed by the story. I can't handle what he did. He cheated on Nia Long. Nigga cheated on Nia Long. Come on now. This is the woman from Friday. The original sweetheart. The original baddie. A lot of people's 90s crush. Like, yes. I don't get it.
She is a very beautiful woman, great actress, and overall just like perfect specimen of human being.
Perfect. Y'all know she in her 50s right now? Y'all probably don't believe me. Y'all like, you lying. That ain't the truth. She ain't in her 50s. Yes, she is. The melanin will have you deceived. But for some reason...
DNA is perfect.
Perfect. But for some...
Coated in diamond.
Coated in diamonds, shined in glitter. But that wasn't enough for this guy. This guy, who is an NBA coach, who's coaching NBA basketball, getting paid millions, couldn't keep his dick in his pants. And on top of that, y'all, he couldn't be smart enough to at least go and mess with a woman outside of his job, outside of the workplace. That's right. He's been suspended an entire year by the Boston Celtics organization.
That's a bad drop.
For cheating on Nia Long with some woman who works for the Boston Celtics. Now, some people want to see the intern. I've talked about this. People are just like, I got to see what she looked like. I don't need to know what she looked like. You have Nia Long. She's got money. She's got fame. Not the fame, because that really don't mean too much. But she's got money. She's got beauty. She's got influence. She's got a reputation. She's got exactly what you're looking for. You're an older man yourself. I just don't understand what some of these dudes be after. Why they can't do it. And I don't understand what it is about the NBA exactly. Because it says these NBA players, they have this reputation for being hoes. And I don't understand where it comes from.
Oh no, what drives people to do these things? Temptation.
Like, I've heard that, you're on the road, you're playing 82 games a year, not all of them at home. They just they meet some woman and then they just end up fucking with them for whatever. They'd be having a woman for every city, that type of thing. And I get it from that perspective, but when you a dude like this, and I'm saying this because I'm sure he was a former pro level basketball player, and this is the stereotype comes from. What is it that even when you get the woman of a lot of people's dreams, and you know what, maybe it goes back to, no matter how great a woman is, there's some man out there that's tired of her. I just don't understand why it's so hard to just keep it in your pants, man. And that goes for just men in general. Why is it so hard? If you with somebody and you feel like you have the urge to cheat, you know what I tell you to do? This is a germ fact. This is a germ secret. Text that motherfucker. Tell him, I can't do this anymore. Just leave it like that. For that little second, you're single. Go do whatever you got to do. After you're done, whether it be 30 minutes later, whether it be an hour later, whether it be 5 minutes later, just text them back like, hey, I'm good. I'm back here. I'm with you again. If they didn't respond in that time, you know what? That didn't even count what you just did. That was on them. They didn't respond. They didn't question it. You were single. So that's a germ fact. Justin, do you agree with that one?
Logically speaking, can't say I agree or disagree. Very interesting.
Justin's a hater, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay, y'all. That is okay. But no, this Celtics coach, this is just another classic example of why I just don't And here's another thing. This is a random little story time with Big Germ that I'm going to just throw on y'all right now. I've been talking a lot, Justin. I'm sorry, but let me keep going. I was working in Atlanta. I had a boss. I worked at a Sprouts Farmers Market, Decatur, Georgia. Great place to go and shop if you're ever in the Atlanta area and you want to go get some nice fresh shit. Go to Sprouts. I had this boss.
Sounds wholesome.
Very wholesome place. I had this boss. I ain't the type of person that's going to talk bad about any place where I used to work if they don't deserve it. So I just want y'all to know that I ain't just trying to be no shield. But I had a boss. He was just, he couldn't keep it in his pants. He couldn't even not do it at work. This is a man that was in his 30s, had daughters, had a family that he would bring in the store every now and then. Still fucking with half the women at the store. Still fucking with the women. Still trying to come on to all the women that worked there. I had a woman that I knew who told me. He told her pussy looked fat in her jeans. I kid you fucking not. Like
a predator.
Predatory type shit. I had another girl, closer to my age, so she's young enough to be this man's daughter. He asked her one night while they're in there counting money, when are you gonna let me fuck?
Oh my gosh. I was gonna walk up and ask someone that. Not a boss.
There were multiple, and it get worse, bro. It get worse. It's multiple times where women had literally started, like young girls, like I want to say like 17, 18, around that age. Probably like 18. I don't think he was I'm gonna hope he wasn't stupid enough to try to do it underage, but legit they would join, and then all of a sudden they would quit. And you would hear he came on to her, he said something to her, and they wouldn't go for it, and they would just leave.
Yeah.
And eventually it got this man fired. This was after I had already left and quit, but he eventually got fucking fired because he got caught up doing this. And the first thing yes, it's fucked up that he did that. Yes, I hope those women are vindicated, because now that nigga has finally been, like, they got his ass, because he deserved to get got. I'm gonna tell y'all, it was one of those things where it was an unknown, it was an open secret.
That's crazy. He was tweaking.
And I say that to say, Why?
Scary to be around.
What is it? What is the fetish with dudes that try to get on women at work that just try to like, especially manager type dudes?
This one of power too, was like you put it in a position where like you don't want to like make your boss upset, but your boss is like being inappropriate, puts you in a really bad position.
Exactly.
And like it's like you have to quit. If you don't quit, you just feel uncomfortable. And it's just abusing your power pretty much.
And that's my biggest thing that I question about it, because it's just like, what? And this is something that came out just to tie this back to the Celtics story. They had even reported that like it had been noticed by people around the office that he was making crude comments to this woman, to whoever the staffer was that he got into the inappropriate relationship with.
Wow.
I just don't understand how some people don't know how, like, this sex shit is an addiction. Some people are literally addicted to this shit and don't know how to fucking just act.
But everything on the line at that point, but like that dude was just over the top.
Everything on the line. You're an NBA coach. Get a hooker. It's other things for you to do, bro. You don't have to do that. I don't get it, y'all. If anybody can help explain to me why anybody would just want to risk everything that they have going on when they can just go out and get a woman any other type of way. I just don't understand it. It's just goofy.
Just playing a risky game. He knew the odds too, and he still did it.
He knew the odds, and he
Stuff
still
doesn't
did it.
That spreads after a while, like from the office.
Exactly. But Ime Udoka, if you somehow ever listen to this, I just want you to know you fucked up. And you ain't got nobody to blame but yourself, buddy. Nobody but yourself. Now, the last thing I wanted to talk to y'all about on this episode, Justin, let's talk about Mike Tyson. Now, one thing that happens with me constantly on this show is whenever I talk about somebody, whenever I hear some type of story, and I try to highlight it, more shit happens about it. It's like the universe just like, oh, you took an interest in this, so we're going to just make it like expand and have it just happening and just have more shit happen around it. Now, Fat Joe was talking to Mike Tyson on his podcast. They were sharing stories. They were just talking shit to each other. Now, tell me why this motherfucker, Mike Tyson, thought it would be okay to let Fat Joe tell a story about how he literally tried to get Fat Joe to sell him Remy Ma for a night. I had to let that breathe for a second. But you heard me correctly. He wanted Fat Joe as if he were in charge of her, if you know what I mean, to sell him Remy Ma for a night. So the story goes, as Fat Joe tells it, he gets a text from Mike Tyson one day. This is during the lean back era when Fat Joe was at his peak. Fat Joe was that man right there. Like I'm not even the biggest fan of his music. I don't remember shit else but Lean Back, but I remember Lean Back thoroughly. I remember that. He gets a text.
For a minute.
Did. It put Remy Ma on the map. Now, speaking of her, she gonna come up, of course. Now, he gets a text from Mike Tyson saying, hey, come to my crib and bring Remy Ma with you. So, Fat Joe, this is Mike Tyson, somebody he thinks is really cool to be cool with. That's a real one, according to him. Mike Tyson has that type of aura to him. He goes to this man's house. He brings Remy. Mike Tyson opens the door naked, Justin. Let's start the story off there. He opens the door naked. Now, it's weird enough if you have Fat Joe coming. Like, I get maybe he was trying to, I don't know what you want to call it, just, get a reaction from Remy, but you have a whole man right there. What are you gaining from that? He takes them around his house.
Naked, what?
Yeah, he takes them around his house. There's apparently a naked woman in every room.
Some other stuff at this point.
And he is trying to impress Remy by showing her cars. He's trying to get her to spend the night with him by like offering her a car. doing this and that. And eventually, when they're done, he literally even asks Fat Joe, as if he is her fucking pimp or owner, yo, what do I have to do? Like, just let me borrow Remy Ma for a night. And at this point, Fat Joe, while he's telling the story, he's even asked Mike, like, yo, do you mind me saying this out loud? Do you want me to tell this story? And Mike Tyson is just like, hey, nah, bro, you good.
I should have said stop.
And this goes back into, if you listen to my Tyson review, and if you haven't, go listen to that shit right now, because I speak on all these things about Mike Tyson and why I sort of like it's weird how my feelings about him, because it's weird once you humanize a motherfucker, no matter how evil you think of them. That's the difference. It's some people get to a point where they literally stop humanizing people. I never do. But he just doesn't understand. That's sick. Everything that was described in this story was sick. The way this story was told, and I'm not even like going into full detail, he literally was trying to like pressure this girl, and like Remy eventually had to go to tell Fat Joe, get me the fuck out of this house.
Wow.
He doesn't understand what he did is just not okay. You can't fucking do these things.
If we think you are at that point, but the fact that you open the door naked, it's already just saying some bad vibes are there, because no one's trying to see all that unexpectedly.
Exactly.
Then you're trying to like walking you past rooms like naked woman, like I'm in a grotto or something. Like where is this? Like, you live here? Like, this dude's being extra weird.
You're right. You're exactly right.
Extra weird.
I think he had such a fucked up childhood, and probably has such a never really ever even understood how to deal with women, to the point where it was like, I don't think he understands how. And I think once you teach you can't teach an old dog new tricks. This is a man who was convicted of rape. I've already talked about how I feel about it in my review of Tyson. Again, go listen to it. He is just, and like I don't want to quote my homie on this. I'm gonna quote my homie Julian. If you listen to this, maybe if I'm wrong on what I'm saying, you're gonna have to come on the show and correct me about this. I remember him saying that when Mike Tyson came to his shop, because my homie worked in a dispensary in Illinois. Shout out Illinois for having weed legal. He got interested. He met Mike Tyson and everything, and he was cool and everything. But even his agent or his manager was telling them, "Yo, don't let this man around women. You're a grown ass man." I think this man is close to he's getting closer to his 60s than he is his 30s. Definitely. And you need to, so you can't be around the opposite sex. You don't know how to act that much.
Manager saying that too?
Manager, they're just saying yo, let's just keep it calm. Let's not even take a chance. Just don't have no women around.
Wow.
Shit fucked up.
It's creepy.
Mm-hmm.
I was just watching The Hangover recently. Man.
When you look at that's the glaring flaw. I think he's matured into a very well-spoken person. I think he understands that all the shit that he fucked up in life, and he reminds me of a bigger, stronger Kodak Black, except he fights people instead of raps. They're both really fucked up people in terms of the shit that they've probably done and the ways that they think. But they're so talented, and it's they're self-aware. They're not stupid. I don't think Mike Tyson is stupid. I think he's ignorant, but I don't think he's stupid, if that makes sense. And it's frustrating following people like that, because they have all this talent, and you just always hope that someone like that can put it together and just overcome that ignorance. But it's it's just this one of those people that's just, they never do. Got anything else?
Yeah, Mike Tyson's just it's one of those guys you probably can't be around. The girls, okay.
It's homies like it's people like that. I'll be honest with you. It's still dudes around. Hey, it's some dudes that I done went out with once, and I done seen the way they interact with them, and just like no.
Same. I've seen that too. I'm like, well, what did you just do? Like, just saying some wild stuff to those girls. I'm like, man, I can't be around this guy. Like, you can't be associated with that.
You don't want
like,
to be
someone
associated.
Like doing some wild stuff. You can't have your name in that mix. You just gotta get out the jam and find a new lane.
Exactly. You
don't pave a new path.
You don't want to be associated with somebody that's just out here fucking up. That does nothing for you.
Ways. They can like tend to damage your image.
Birds of a feather flock together all the time.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta separate yourself from stuff.
Exactly.
You know what feels real at first. It becomes normal eventually.
But that's all I gotta say on Mike Tyson. I hope that he manages to avoid trouble and just stay in his own personal bubble of peace. He had a rough life. He's gotten fucked over by a lot of different people. And he's himself fucked over a lot of people on a lot of different levels. So I just hope he manages to find some catharsis. I won't even say peace. Find catharsis in his life. But that's all I have to say about him. Now, if you're like me and you have sensitive skin that requires that special bit of care, and you need something that's going to work a little bit better than just regular Vaseline or lotion, what you need to do is stop what you're doing, go to Instagram right now, and search up Body Butter. That's BODYBUTTAA. It's made by my homegirl Ashley. It's made using nothing but natural ingredients, and I'm going to tell y'all right now, the shit works like magic. It comes in men's scents and women's scents. She's got Summer Seduction, Vanilla Cocoa, and Baby Powder, and Gentleman Scents. She's got a whole bunch of summer scents that she's working on right now that are going to be coming out. It's just everything that you can look for in a good alternative to lotion or Vaseline, and it works like a charm. It makes your skin glow, it makes your skin glisten, and it'll last you for a long time. So if you're looking for something that's going to work a little bit better, that's going to make you feel even better, then you need to go and search up Body Butter. Once again, that's BODYBUTTAA. Works like a charm, and honestly, it makes me feel that much better. Everybody, I want to say thank you once again for listening and tuning in. This has been another episode of Kinetic Aesthetic that I have had a lot of fun in creating and recording. Justin, it's been beautiful to have you on for this one, man. You add a lot to the show. It's good to have another one of the homies that I can bounce off of. This GTB shit, motherfuckers don't even understand. This GTB shit is like, it's get the bread forever. Just get the bread.
The bag central.
Get the bag
unlimited
central.
Unlimited cheat codes.
Unlimited cheat codes. When it comes to all the news that we talked about, yeah, Tory Lanez, Manlet #1, Supreme Omega Overlord Manlet, we hate him. All my homies,
piece of shit.
All my homies hate Tory Lanez. Brett Favre, piece of shit. Fuck Brett Favre. Fuck the state of Wisconsin. Fuck everything affiliated with the state of Wisconsin, including the people that live there, except for Giannis. I fuck with Giannis. Fuck Chris Middleton. Nigga got a receding hairline. Yeah. Dababy, another one of these niggas that's just like, you just do too much. You don't know when to shut the fuck up. I keep having to say that when it comes to him. Just shut the fuck up.
Keep crumbling on the pressure, destroying their own bags right before our eyes.
Exactly. And they don't want to blame the industry like the industry did it.
You did it to yourself, sir.
But I ain't got too much else to say about this news week, y'all. Like I said, I hope everybody has a beautiful, wonderful rest of their weekend. I want to say, of course, make sure you like, follow, subscribe, do whatever you have to on whatever you're listening to me on. It goes a long way in helping support the show and helping keep me going. And to all my fans, you are loved. Justin, do you have anything else that you want to say?
Everyone has a wonderful weekend and a bright future. I love you.
He loves you. I love you. I want you to be happy. This has been Kinetic Aesthetic, man. We out.